Hello to everybody who loves boxing. I just watched Opetaia vs Nyika. Well, I have no words. Nyika, Olympic medalist, bronze champion, 2020. And a handsome guy, very tall, strong and young. I thought that Opetaia would fight him till the 9th round, maybe somebody get tired soon. But Opetaia started to rush immediately. I don't know why. Maybe he knew him as a sparring partner, but as I told, sparring is not the same as an actual fight. The first round was very active. As I said, Opetaia started to brawl, and I was surprised why he didn't move, why he didn't jump, and that fight showed what he must not to do, because he missed a lot of punches. Even the first round, Nyika rocked Opetaia. That is very dangerous when you are rushing forward without any defense. Nyika even didn't punch him strong enough, he just met him by this shot. And Opetaia was rocked. Opetaia started to step back, and I thought that this is the alarm for Opetaia's career. This is the buzzer for Opetaia. He risked a lot. He was self-confident. He was too self-confident. That is a huge minus for boxing IQ. To rush forward to knock out his opponent. But if you are not a knockouter, he strikes really hard. But his bonus is that he's moving permanently. Here he just stands and thought, oh, there it is. I just want to punch as it is a punching bag. An Olympic medalist is in front of you. Here in Latvia, the Olympic boxers were only 1996 for the last time. He was Kuklins, and he was in the Olympics and lost the first fight. And since 1996, we still don't have an Olympic boxer. That's why this is a very high level, and that is showing the level who I fought, even being my age. 3 years ago, I fought with Jai Opetaia, where I broke his jaw in the 9th round, and that was his breaking point. When he became a different type of boxer, how he stood with his broken jaw, how he grabbed the victory, and who he became now. I watched this fight a couple days ago, and I strongly recommend to watch it, even if you are already done that. My first fight with Opetaia. I got sick last week before the fight. My diaphragm was exhausted, my body was exhausted, and we showed a good fight. I switched on my diesel after 6th round, the turbo, and the same was in the second fight. But enough about me. That is showing that these Briedis, who was 70–60% from old Briedis, when he boxed with Opetaia, you can see it again. And the same with Usyk, and that is showing that some stars in the sky are working to these or to opposite sides. I'm very happy for Usyk and for Jai Opetaia. I'm wishing them all the best. And I had an honor to share the ring with them, that I showed so much high boxing level with these two incredible fighters. This is the history. Opetaia showed some good job. I was not happy as a coach. I would tell him as his coach that he risked a lot. He risked during the 3 rounds. It was very thin ice, because he went and punched. That's why it could be bad for him. I also had the same kind of risk, but that is boxing, that is a character, and that's how you must learn this lesson.
Да, ну, надеюсь, будет учиться этой ошибке, потому что, ну да,
Who can be his next opponent? I even don't know. The guy like Nyika, who's a bronze medalist, who's physically strong puncher, not comfortable, a knockouter with a heavy punch. But we can see that in the first round Opetaia was rocked a little bit. Despite that, Opetaia won the first round, but I can give the second one to Nyika. Opetaia punched through the block. Of course he made some damage, but he has no pure shots. And the third one he even counter-attacked him, and in the fourth round he caught him by an uppercut. I remember how in the first fight he caught me up as well. As my coach said, Mairis, close the middle. When you are going down you must cover your face by your arms very low. He broke my nose because of my mistake. I remember how after the fourth round my cutment couldn't stop the nose bleeding, and that gave the psycho effect to the judges that I'm bleeding and I'm dying. My cutman Dima said, I can stop this blood by using these drugs, even if you lost your arms, fingers, your legs, but it is impossible to do with your nose. Maybe because I have a nose bone. And Opetaia gave a massive uppercut. I think that he broke this nose to Nyika, and he had the same problem. But when he dropped him for the second time, it even wasn't necessary to punch. I saw that even the judge stood and waited, and he made it by his left. That punch was so wild. Nyika was already behind the ropes, and this massive punch was very hard. He was brutally knocked out. And this type of fights are very bad for the fighter's career. He must drink Pill at least a half of the year. This is a drug to recover his brain and his hematomas inside the skull. We can see how good is Opetaia. I think he would have at least 3 belts. Hearn is talking about the next fight with Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez, who is also cruiserweight champion who has 2 belts. A former opponent of Dmitry Bivol, and these 2 left-handed fighters are very interesting. Opetaia vs Zurdo will be very interesting because Zurdo is Mexican, who loves beef, misses a lot. Bivol gave him a one-sided beating of course, but what with Opetaia, it would be very interesting. Anyway, it is a very good fight, a brawl as people love to watch. There was little dirt because Nyika loves to clinching despite that he's a tall guy. If you are tall, don't go inside the close fight. You will be knocked out. This is the big opportunity. Write down your comments please. Give your thumbs up. Train hard. Good luck.
И здоровья. Всем добра и до скорых встреч.